Hello and welcome to today's podcast. Today is January 21st, 2020. This is Workhorse Drums, and I'm Chris Hamilton. Thank you for listening. Today's podcast will be over drumming technique and setup, and can also be used for, these tips can be used for other instruments. Let's get started. So it all starts with the feet. Your feet should rest comfortably on the drum pedal or the hi-hat pedal. Some people play heel up, some people play heel down. Quick thought on that is the natural motion of the foot is usually that the heel is always above the ball of the foot. When you walk, if you noticed, your heel rarely goes above your ball of your foot rarely goes above the heel. So I would recommend heel up, but if you would like to play heel down with the ball of the foot above, that is okay too. Next is the lower leg should make a 90-degree angle with the upper part of the leg. So at the kneecap, there should be a 90-degree angle made by your lower leg and your upper thigh. This is ideal not only for leverage, but to play with longer endurance, less stress on the tibia muscle, meaning that you can play longer, and also you can play faster. This also causes less stress on your lower back. So if someone were to look at you when you were sitting on your drum kit, they should see your lower legs making a 90-degree angle. Your upper leg into your lower leg should make a 90-degree angle. The reason is that if you do not make the 90-degree angle, your butt sits slightly lower than your knees, it's going to pull your lower back closer to your knees, which is going to cause strain on the lower back. Over time, this will cause injury, usually. And a lot of drummers have had this issue using drum thrones and have had disc, vertebrae, and other spinal injuries. Next, your hands should rest loosely to the sides, bent at a 90-degree angle. So your upper arm where your lower arm meet should rest comfortably at 90 degrees with the sticks in your hands. And your snare should sit just slightly below where your hands are. So your hands holding the sticks should be just above the snare. And your arms, upper meeting the lower, should make a 90-degree angle. Really, your toms can be a little bit higher, but if you do play a lot of toms, if you run down the toms a lot, I would recommend that you lower the toms so that they're either not much above your elbow, the tom height, or that they're actually at the level or just slightly below your elbow. Remember, you always want to keep proper position whenever you drum. This will help with speed, endurance, and longevity. Your hands should be, depending on your grip, but I'm going to go with just using the normal modern grip that they use with the overhand. You just want to keep basically your palms facing down as much as possible. This is the natural way that your wrist moves up and down. Again, if you did this over and over every day, this should create little problems, little issues for you throughout your drumming career. But if you were to turn them slightly, or to turn them, in like closer to 90 degrees, so your palms are actually facing to the sides, this can actually cause friction and lead to wrist issues. It can lead to tendonitis and arthritis as well. Remember to stretch properly as well. Then your chest should face the bass drum and the snare drum and the small tom. So it's basically, it should be straight on. This is so that your hands will be in front of your body when you play, and that your back is not constantly shifting from one side to the other. Remember that if you are going to move, you want to turn your body in the natural motion it's meant to be. You don't want to lean. Stress that again. Do not lean. Turn your body as it was meant to be. Do not lean towards a drum. And these are just a few tips into how to set up and play a drum kit properly so that you can increase your speed, your power, and your longevity, and reduce your injuries throughout your career. Now, if these same tips were for another instrument, such as brass, where the stress is usually on the upper back, I would say make sure that you're using the natural hinge of your arms and that your back is strong enough for the instrument that you're using, and that it's used as it should be. Your body is used as it should be. So if the instrument makes your body or puts your body in a position that is not natural and causes friction, either figure out another way to play the instrument or go with a different instrument. The reason is you do not want to suffer injuries by playing something that you're supposed to enjoy. And take your time and learning how your body naturally moves. It will only make you a better player. It'll make you understand the mechanics of how you move, what feels good, and how to best use your instrument. This concludes today's podcast. Thank you for listening. Please leave any comments or suggestions at the bottom. Until we talk again, I hope you guys have a great day and a great night. Thank you. Goodbye.